What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, over the last 2 weeks, I've done the story of 3 missing children. 2 that their bodies were recovered, and 1 was found safe. As you well know, the body of 13-year-old Florida teen Madeline Soto was found yesterday, and it was found in a wooded area 2 miles off of a beaten path, and it's sad. But what's sadder than this story, I mean, the story is in itself is devastating, but what's also sad is the boyfriend of the mother of Madeline Soto, Stephon Stearns, has been arrested and charged with her demise. Now, I want to play you the video to catch you guys up, the news video to catch you guys up on it, but I got another video I got to show you, and this is deep. It's deep and it's sickening. This guy right here, Stephon Stearns, is a psychopath. And it's nothing worse than losing a child or having a child missing and not knowing where that child is. And you're just a bundle of nerves. But I'm going to show you something that shows just how treacherous some people can be and why this dude need to be put in a blender right now. Take a look at this.
Tonight, hundreds gathered to pray and mourn after learning a missing Central Florida girl has been found dead.
I hope Maddie is in a better place now, because if there is a moment that there's anyone that needs God, it's our young people.
Oh, you don't want to believe this happened to a little kid, especially in a community like this.
Such a heartbreaking end to that week-long search for Madeline Soto. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Matt Austin.
And I'm Lisa Bell. Ginger Gadsden is off just after 6 tonight. Sky 6 flew over the scene where her remains were found in Osceola County. Her body was found in a rural part of St. Cloud, close to US 192 off Hickory Tree Road near Pearl Lake.
We have team coverage tonight. Brian Didlake is at the community prayer service in Hunters Creek, but our team coverage begins with Troy Campbell. He's in Osceola County tonight.
Several days of searching has ended here along Hickory Tree Road in St. Cloud. Investigators say they found the body of Maddie Soto. We watched as law enforcement kept people away from this secluded area of Osceola County.
We sent our units out here and we did discover what appears to be a body.
Osceola County Sheriff Marcos Lopez standing near the scene where Orange County investigators say they found the body of 13-year-old Maddie Soto. Maddie was reported missing by her mother on Monday after the girl never showed up to Hunters Creek Middle School.
Our detectives have determined that Madeline was never dropped off on the morning of February 26th near her school.
2 days later, her mother's boyfriend, 37-year-old Stephon Stearns, was arrested after investigators say they found graphic images of him sexually assaulting a child inside the family's Kissimmee home. Orange County Sheriff John Mina says the girl's backpack was found near an apartment complex on Thursday.
We have evidence that shows Stephon Stearns returning to the complex, and Madeline was visible in that vehicle. We believe she was already dead.
Mina says investigators then broke the news to the little girl's family.
They had to tell her the very devastating news that although we have not found Madeline, we are now confident that she is dead.
Then later Friday afternoon, investigators confirming they found a body they believe to be Maddie's. Missing flyers had lined the area near her school. Sheriff Lopez says it's not the outcome investigators had hoped for.
We're waiting for the forensics units to do their investigation and make sure that they secure this crime scene very, very thoroughly.
Prior to discovering her body, Kissimmee police said that they are charging Stearns with capital sexual assault, which is punishable by death. We do expect that charge to be upgraded to murder. In Osceola County, Troy Campbell, Getting Results, News 6.
All right, guys, that's the story of how Madeline Soto was found. May she rest in peace. And I look at comments sometimes in stories. A lot of people are blaming the mother. It's no evidence that the mother knew what was happening. And it goes back to, you know, a lot of times people ask this question, why didn't the daughter say something? I don't know. I don't know what makes children not say something. Maybe because the person is so close in the household that they don't want the friction, or they just feel as though, you know, it wouldn't help, or they just, I don't know what causes children not to say anything. But I will say this. This dude right here, Stephon Stearns, is the worst. Deceptive, skeevy, and cruel and vicious. This guy killed his girlfriend's daughter and act like he had nothing to do with it. And what's worse than that, guys, they had an interview prior before he got locked up where the news media came and interviewed them as if, you know, to get the public to know who they are and what they're going through. And this guy put on a Oscar award winning performance. Like he really cared, and he was the one that did it. Now, I saved this video because I really want you to see how this guy acted. And I'm going to leave the full interview. I think it's like 13 minutes. The full interview at the bottom of the description box. Please go see it, because I want you to go see. They interviewed the mother first, and then they interviewed this dumbass. When they interview her, I want you to see how much of a bundle of nerves she is. You could really see the horror of what I'm talking about when I say, you know, people will be beside themselves when their child is missing. This is the true reality and the true way you would see somebody when they really are upset. This woman is going through it. Watch her reaction and watch his. But I'm going to show you a little part of his reaction and how he acted. Now, keep in mind, this is before he got arrested, guys. He had already killed this girl. He even went out and searched with the police, showing them where he last left her, and he contradicts when he's speaking. I'm going to show his one part. Take a look at this and look at this whole thing of just, now that we know what happened and how sick some human beings can be. Check it out.
All right, the first question is if I can get your first and last name and spell them both out for me.
Stephon Stearns, Stephan Stearns.
All right, so Stephan, you seem very emotional right now. Explain to us.
I dropped her off. Everything looked fine when I drove away. It's the last time we saw her.
What were the conversations that y'all had in the car when you dropped her off?
Not much. She was asleep for most of the way. Told her have a good day at school when she got out. I love her. She said thanks, love you too. That was it.
And so where do you think she could possibly be? I mean, this isn't, as I was told, this isn't normal behavior.
This is not normal behavior. She's not the type that would just run off. We don't know where she can be. And we're scared. We just want her home.
Are you, in a sense, blaming yourself?
It's hard not to.
Why?
I dropped her off early. I could have waited longer. She looked okay. She was walking towards the school when I saw her. It was like any other day, so I went on with my day. It's hard not to blame myself.
What has the conversation been with Jen since?
She's been a lot stronger than me. She's been holding it together really well, but it just keeps coming in waves. Just the reality keeps hitting. We don't know where she is. We don't know if she's safe. We're just scared. We just want her home.
Have you, like, literally put boots on the ground, went out?
Yeah, I even went out with the cops where I had dropped her off, and we looked all up and down the road, all along the communities, and there was nothing helpful. None of the cameras were pointing the street. Nothing, which in 2024 was surprising. The church across the street had some cameras, and they mentioned seeing her waiting around in the parking lot for a while before moving on, and that was it. But it was grainy. It was grainy footage, and not much else.
Does it seem like she walked west, east?
they said in the direction of the school. I'm not sure what that is.
What was the language? Not language verbally, language, body language. When you dropped her off, did she seem happy? Was she like, I'm going to meet my friends?
Happy. She had a happy weekend. She just turned 13. She had her 13th birthday party. She was happy that we were all together here, and she's just very happy. She was a happy kid. She's very sweet. She's a very sweet girl. She brings a lot of joy to us, and we just not knowing.
So the unknown is killing you.
Yeah, it's like our whole world is upside down. Not feeling her presence here is... Sorry. It's hard.
See that crap? This guy is the worst. He need to be liquefied right now. While he's doing that interview, guys, the mother's right next to him, a bundle of nerves, shaking, everything else, not knowing nothing. Please, if you could, go in my description box and look at the full interview. Watch the beginning when they have her in front of the camera and she knows she's going to have to hit with questions, but she feels as though she doesn't have time. It's not enough time, like time is wasting. And look at her eyes, how her eyes move and how she can't keep her composure, but she's trying to hold it together because she thinks this will have some importance with helping bring her daughter back. That's a hard thing when you are pushed with a huge amount of stress that's tearing the very fabric of your being, and the killer's right next to you. And she never even knew it. This guy right here is trash. The red eyes, no tears fell. Wiping his nose. Our worlds are turned upside down. We want her to come home. We miss her. And he the one that did something to her. I blame myself. Are you serious? Are you serious, dude? Serious right now? Think about that. Then he contradicted. Did you hear what he said? I dropped her off and she walked towards the school. I went on about my day. I should have sat around and waited. I thought it was a normal day. Then what he say? The police said, they searched and they were, going towards the school, whatever that means. He said, wherever that is. Come to find out, she never left out the car. He never even took her to school. His car was tracked over there where the body was found. Police say that this girl was dead in the car. He just discarded her over there. So he killed her somewhere else because he had went back to the house with her body in the car when he pulled up to the front door. The police said, okay, she was dead already in the car. Cause of death has not been known. But what's messed up is you drove around with somebody else's dead daughter in the car, not yours. Brought it back to the house. Parked, got back in the car. What kind of PTSD do you think that woman gonna have? She trusted you and she loved you enough to have a daughter around you. And now she feel like shit. She lost you and lost the kid. That's hard to come back from. Think about that, guys. That's very hard to come back from because no matter what, as a parent, and you was loving on somebody, you're the one that brought hell in the house, whether you wanted to or didn't want to. Do you know this girl just had her 13th birthday that weekend? When that Monday he took her to school, supposedly, he killed her right after her birthday. So that picture that everybody's seeing with her standing in front of the cake, 13, those was her last days. I don't know what made him do it that time, but Jesus Christ, this is crazy. And it's sad. I mean, just thinking about the whole dynamic of like what went into this. They said they got videotapes, they got video on the phone of him assaulting her in the house. Maybe she said, hey, you know what I'm gonna tell? I'm tired of this. Who knows? But he took her life that day on the way to school. Just had a national story of a guy supposedly taking a girl to school out here. Remember Audrey Cunningham? Just had that. So I know he heard about that. So what did he do? Get the idea from that? Remember I said it's like copycat type crimes. This dude is a stooge. Man, to have the killer that close to you. You crying in his arms and he the one that did it. And he crying too. If hell is a place, he's going there. He's going there. For real. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. All these cases are cruel and messed up. But something like this where, you really think about it, you're like, damn, then you walking around searching with the police, knowing you're just trying to stay close so you can see how hot your trail that they on. You fake crocodile tearing and all that stuff, and you the one that, man, that's hate. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.